Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Q4 FY21 annual results conference call of Mitsui Chemplast Limited, hosted by Kirin Advisors. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Vasupal Shah from Kirin Advisors. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to welcome Mr. Manish Dedia, Joint Managing Director and CFO of Mitsui Chemplast Limited, to give the opening remark about the company. Manish sir, over to you.
Thank you, Vasupalji. Hi, good afternoon. I extend a hearty welcome to all of you and thank you for taking the time to attend our conference call. We sincerely hope that everyone is safe and healthy. FY 2021 was affected severely by the Corona-19 virus. It has left a significant impact on the way we live and overall economic growth. We did see the green shoots of economic recovery from the third quarter of FY 21, and the forecast for FY 22 was encouraging, but then the second wave arrived, throwing all calculation out of gear. But we are happy to state that even in these difficult times, your company has grown at a very healthy rate. In fact, this year has been a best year in the history of the company due to three unique characterizations of Mitsui. First, we as essential service are a fundamental need of society, leading to inelastic demand. Second, our continuous emphasis on plant and process optimization. Third, our focus on providing innovative solutions to our customers through our continuous R&D. Now let me start with sharing the performance highlight for Q4 FY21. So PAT almost doubled to rupees 2.23 crore over the corresponding period last year. Total income for Q4 FY21 was rupees 52.23 crore, and this is an increase of 43% on a year-on-year basis. EBITDA was rupees 6.18 crore, an increase of 40% on year-on-year basis. EPS for Q4 FY21 is at rupees 1.82, a 94% increase on year-on-year. Now I will share the performance of your company on a full year basis. Total income increased by 29% to rupees 178.33 crore. The EBITDA for the full year FY21 was at rupees 24.20 crore, a substantial increase of 50% given the difficult condition that the industry had faced over the previous year figure of rupees 16.18 crore. EBITDA margin improved substantially from 11.68% to 13.57% in the same period. The PAT improved to rupees 9.71 crore compared to rupees 3.97 crore in the corresponding period last year. This improvement was primarily driven by the strong performance of the packaging business, where Mitsui has positioned itself as a niche player. In addition, the company generated one of its highest ever yearly operating cash flow of about rupees 13.17 crore, up from rupees 4.40 crore in the previous year. The company has provided a tremendous return to shareholder with ROE and ROCE of 24.29% and 21.01% respectively, which is almost double over the last year. Mitsui is happy to propose a dividend 0.20 per share to its shareholder, so almost 2%. The price changes in plastic was a very frequent. Because of that, we were not able to pass on to our customers on immediate basis. As mentioned in the last call, since Q2, we are focusing on improving our margins and also have started the process of improving output efficiency of manufacturing equipment, which has helped us improve our bottom line as well as margins despite the sharp increase in our raw material price, and kept us on a track for your yearly growth target. If we talk about the growth experienced by each product category, our packaging business has seen a growth of 26%. The hospital furniture business grew by 74%, and automotive component business grew by -15% year on year. For the quarter, our factories have been working almost 60% of capacity of our total available capacity. So for the period, I think working capital cycle on a yearly basis, it has improved for 66 days from 80 days, which was last year. So now I would like to talk about industry trends and growth outlook. Practically anything and everything we consume is packaged, be it a pin or smartphone or from a coffee to TV set, everything comes in a packaging. Every person in modern industrialized society has contact with the packaging industry every day. The market for rigid plastic packaging in India has grown well in the recent year and stood at about $7.7 billion. In FY 2018, the market is expected to grow at a CAGR of around 10.80% during the 5 years of span, and expected to reach $14.25 billion by FY 24. With industries such as retail, FMCG, pharmaceutical poised to grow at rate of between 13% to 30% in next 5 years, that is from FY 20 to FY 25. Packaging industry will witness the sharp growth, which in India it is already 11 to 12% growth last year in only blow molding sector. We are seeing a shift in the way of people live this new normal life. Most of the households are giving more and more emphasis on hygiene, and we have seen robust demand growth for our packaging products. Also, our packaging material does not have any scalable or user-friendly alternative, hence we would expect steady demand growth for the category. Steep increase in the hospitalization due to second wave of COVID-19. There is a huge demand for new hospital beds, which is generating strong demand of our hospital furniture products, as well as government has announced a new package for build a hospital and medical segment. So there is also one more reason for increase in hospital bed parts, furniture. So thank you very much, and now the floor is open for the question and answer.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on the touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Anyone who would like to ask a question, please press star and one at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Prashant Patil, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon, Manish sir. Thanks for your time and this very positively looking results. I hope everyone is good in Mitsui. So my question is, there are two small questions. One is you mentioned three categories: packaging, hospital furniture, and auto. Will you mind just sharing how much is the percentage revenue contribution out of these three sectors? And second question is, you mentioned.
तुम्ही ज्या व्यक्तीशी बोलत आहात त्याने तुमच्या कॉलला होल्डवर ठेवला आहे.
Sorry about that disturbance. You may proceed now.
No problem.
Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi. Can you hear me now?
First question I understand. The second one, please.
The second one is actually you mentioned the industry growth outlook, which looks positive as well. But also there are bigger players in this industry, right? And because the whole consolidation theme is playing out, so how you think you can position yourself to get the bigger share of that pie when you're comparing with the bigger industries who spend a lot of money on R&D and then they have better channeling and etc. So that's it.
Okay. So your first question, you want the product category wise, percentage wise, right?
Yes, correct. Yes.
Yeah. So container business is, I will talk about a yearly basis. So container business was 85%, and the furniture part is 11%, and almost a 4% is in auto parts and other infrastructure products.
Okay.
Yeah. So about the second question, yes, see, I know it's a big challenge because there is a lot of competition among everyone, and there are big players also in the market. But yes, the market is such a big market, and I think everyone will get good shares of that. And even those in India, not only packaging but other businesses are also growing. So definitely, if we have to grow, everyone has to expand. Then only we will be able to fulfill their capacity. So right now, I think demand and supply is stable.
Thank you, sir. Sir, one small thing. Do you mind sharing how much is the export percentage out of the total revenue, if at all any?
So I will say my export is less than 1%, because this is a bulky item. So generally, the exports are not possible and not viable actually in particular business.
So, and sir, any new product you're working on?
Yes, sir. So many products are in pipeline, either for approval or for the company approval or some government approval on that. So you'll hear a good news in some time.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Great results, great work, great management.
Thank you, Prashant bhai. Yeah.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and one to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Apurva Mehta, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Okay. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Apurva bhai.
Good afternoon. Sir, we have seen revenue growth 30% this year. Out of this, how much of new plant capacity?
Sir, I think I lost your voice in between. Can you please repeat the question only?
Yeah, sir. So we have seen revenue growth 30% this year. Out of this, how much is of new plant capacity?
No, I'm sorry. New? What did you say? New plant?
New plant capacity.
So we don't have a new plant at all. So I think I'm not able to understand your question, or maybe that
New plant, not plant.
So for the future?
Unit 3, from Unit 3. Hello?
Yes, sir.
From Unit 3, Kalapur.
Apurva bhai, if you can just little bit stay away from your mobile, little bit, then I can hear very well. I'm sorry, I'm not able to understand properly.
My question is, from Unit 3, Kalapur, we have seen revenue growth 30% this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So out of this, how much is of new plant capacity?
No, so see, I think we have given you the whole plant. So we have 3 plants right now. So 2 plants is in a Boisar and 1 is in a Kalapur. So we always calculate consolidate figures. And the question you are asking, I think I am understood is how much you are producing from Kalapur plant.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So around 60% is from Kalapur, and the rest of the other Tarapur unit. Our revenue from 60% of the revenue comes from Kalapur unit, and rest revenue comes from Unit 1 and Unit 2, which is in Tarapur. I think I have given you answer or not?
Okay, sir. So what can we expect from future growth?
Yeah. So as I said, we are working at around 60% the plant optimization right now, and we can expect around 40% growth in this year as well.
Okay. So, sir, what is the working capital cycle for the quarter and for the full year?
Yeah. So for the quarter 4 is 66 days.
Okay.
Yeah. Quarter 4 66 days, and the whole year also it is an average out is 66 days.
Okay. And sir, what was the capacity utilization for the year, and what is the volume growth year on year?
I heard the capacity utilization. The next one was what was that?
What is the volume growth, YOY? Year on year.
Yeah, year on year. So we said that year on year, I think 40% growth we have done it. And expected also the almost same growth this year as well. And the capacity utilization, I said, as all 3 plants altogether, it's around 60%. So which was last year, it was 50%.
Okay. Thanks. That's all from my side, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anyone who would like to ask a question, you may press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Supriya Kelkar from Aura Portfolio Research. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Supriya Kelkar. Congratulations, first of all, for a very good set of numbers. 3 things I wanted to understand from you is, like, EBITDA margin.
To interrupt you, Supriya, your audio is not very clear. I would request you to speak on the handset mode if you are on speaker.
It's on a handset mode. Am I clear? Am I audible now?
You are audible. It's not very clear. You may go ahead, please. We'll give you feedback in some time.
Yes. The thing is that the EBITDA margin for the year is we have seen a very good growth from 11.68% to 13.48%. Going forward, do you think that this kind of a margin is the company is able to maintain? That is the first question.
Okay. Ms. Supriya, thank you very much. Okay, so your question was whether EBITDA margin will be maintained or not. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes, definitely. I think from Q1 onwards, we are maintaining almost same, although this is a difficult situation because there was a lot of difficult situations around like price changes and the lockdown in between and the other lockdowns and a lot of things. But yes, and we definitely want to, we will maintain or we will increase. So in the next year, we have a plan to increase in a very well-mannered EBITDA margin.
Okay. So what is the industry growth you said for the current year or the going forward you expect?
So that we cannot say right now as we have not discussed and neither we have intimate to exchange yet. But yes, there will be some growth we are planning, but it is an under pipeline. So we will announce once it is clear.
No, I'm asking about the industry growth. What is the expected industry growth?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. So industry growth in India, it is around 11 to 12% in blow molding.
Okay. Sir, in your previous session, you said that you are expected to grow at a 40%. So when industry is growing at 11% and we are on capacity utilization of around 60%, on what basis we expect the growth, the company to grow at a 40%?
Yeah. So the small expansion, small product expansion is always going on in the company. That is a routine expansion is always there in the company. And the definitely optimization. So optimization of plant is what we are working, and you can see this one of the results, the phase 1. Now phase 2 is also like the same, and that's how we are expecting this 40% growth.
Okay, but what I am asking you is, like, if the demand is going to rise by 11%, and we are a very small player comparatively right now as compared to the big players, then what is the basis that, is it a small base of the earlier year we expect a 40% growth going forward, or we really see some demand from the client coming up?
Yeah, both. So we expect good demand from a client also, because in last 5 months we have incorporated 50 new clients. So definitely we can see a big growth in next coming future.
Okay. So now our client base increased from 500 to 550, right?
Customer, what did you say?
Our client base is now increased from 500 clients to 550 clients in the current year. Am I understood correct?
No, I've never mentioned that number, but yes, we have around 600 plus clients right now.
600. And any Fortune 500 client addition during the current year?
I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm not able to hear you properly. If you can just go a little slow, I think I'm not able to hear your voice properly.
I'm sorry, sir. What I'm asking you is that we had Fortune 500 clients to the count of around 30 till last year. So new clients which we acquired in the current year, that is 50, are there any big clients for the Fortune 500 companies?
Yes, out of that 50 clients, around 12 clients are Fortune 500.
Okay. And what is the top line growth you expect going forward?
Of our company?
Yes, for the next 2 to 3 years on a CAGR basis.
Yeah, we haven't sent any projections to the BSE yet. So it will be very difficult to talk on these things. So
what is your mission? So where do you see the company going forward for 3 years down the line? You might have your internal projections. So what is the mission? What is the vision for the next 3 years?
I'm not sure, ma'am. I can able to tell you on this forum. But
no problem.
Yes,
no problem.
Yeah,
We can
I'm sorry for I don't know whether I'm be allowed to speak or not on this exchange, because we haven't.
Problem, sir.
Exchange.
No problem,
Yeah.
sir. We will connect you on a one-on-one basis in case.
Yes, I will be happy to do that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, and wish you all the best for the future growth.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone who would like to ask a question, you may press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Amit Chawla from Ashoka International. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, sir, but your audio is not
Great.
very clear.
Strange. I'm pretty much on my handset only. Now, my question is that recently you had an investment coming in from the Gogri family. I wanted to know if they just come in as investors or it's a strategic investment where they'll be contributing to manufacturing optimization as well.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm sorry I'm not able to hear you properly. Your voice is not clear.
Okay, how do we change this? Give me 1 second.
Please.
Are you able to hear me right now?
Yeah, we are able to hear you, but your question could not be properly, we can hear it properly.
Okay, my question is that...
Mr. Chawla, if you can speak slowly because your audio seems to be a little
Okay. So my question is that recently you had an investment from the Gogri family, from the Aarti Industries guys. Now, have they come in only as financial investors, or is it a strategic investment where they will also be helping with manufacturing optimization?
Good question. No, he has taken it from a market only that you can make out. See, nothing. There is no strategic or something like that.
There's no strategic investment. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone who would like to ask a question, you may press star and 1. The next question is from the line of CV Shah, an individual analyst. Please go ahead.
Hi. I have 2 questions. One is, do you describe the current growth as a one-time jump, or is it going to be sustainable?
Yes. So definitely, it's not a one-time jump, but yes, the plan what we are doing. So first, before going off any new plan, so we will definitely do complete optimization of our existing plant, and then definitely we will go for a good growth. So maybe we plan for inorganic growth as well. So right now we are focusing organic growth right now here with the optimization, and definitely we will look for inorganic growth. So this will be sustainable for next few years for sure.
Okay. So, correct. So it is not that the turnover will again go down after it has gone up in the year. It will be on a steady rise, but the percentage you cannot comment. I understand. Is it correct?
Yes, so percentage cannot be common. So maybe 40%, maybe sometimes 100% as well. So when we go for inorganic growth, so it can be 100% or maybe 20% or maybe 50%.
Okay.
So we are not sure. What we are going ahead. So right now we are just focusing on organic growth here in optimization. And due to COVID, we are going also a little slow as how the market is reacting, the economic market is reacting. We'll have to check that way.
Okay. The last question from me, generally in the companies in the manufacturing space and ones of your sizes, we see the dividends growing as the company grows. However, if we look at the announcement yesterday, the dividend is as good as stagnant and not commensurate with the results. Is there any particular reason for that?
No, sir, not particular reason, but yes, the company has some debt and some small expansion plans. So definitely that for optimization, we need to go for some automation and some capitalized program. So that's why we have retained this money. So maybe that way we can, once we optimize, definitely we'll have a shareholder's value, definitely.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question for today. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Vasupal Shah for closing comments. Mr. Shah, you may go ahead with your closing comments.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for joining the conference call of Mitsukam Limited. If you have any queries, you can write us at vastupal@kirinadvisors.com. And once more, thank you everyone for joining the conference.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Vastupalji. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of Kirin Advisors, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.